Hey there, Christian here. It is the beginning of September 2019. I'm just checking in. I know it's been a while, and I've gone through some pretty tough, dark times for myself, and I thought I could check in during those times and kind of update you and chat about my feelings and whatnot, but it just didn't happen. There's not totally a lot of quiet time to do such things, and I guess when you're feeling pretty crummy, you kind of don't know what to say. Um, but in the springtime, our family went through a big loss. Our foster son unexpectedly passed away, and he also passed away at the hospital that I work at. So it was very personal to me in my own personal life and professionally. And then I work with the doctors that cared for him and some of the nursing and ancillary staff. So it was just like a really big hit. And it didn't just hit me at home with my family, it also hit me at work, which was really hard to kind of have to keep going through that day after day. Was just really hard for me. I know that I've had some blue moments in my life, but I would definitely categorize this as a pretty big depression for myself, which then created very high anxiety for me in the workplace. Of course, I felt very hard to get motivated at home, at work. My anxiety was just ridiculous. I've never had it be like that. Um, my heart rate was just racing a lot of the time. I had a hard time focusing. I just really wasn't myself, which also carried over into my patient care, which was not good. Um, so after a couple months or something like that, I decided to reach back out to my therapist that I've seen in the past. I mean, it's seriously been, I don't even know, 4 years since I've seen her, and reached out and was able to talk and work through some things, just kind of keep on working through them and learning how to just put one foot in front of the other, and learn that it's okay to not be okay, because shit happens and things affect you, and it's silly to think that they don't. But I'm just so used to, I guess, just kind of carrying the burdens and still being happy and still going about my day how I need to. Um, and this time it really just affected me pretty bad. Um, so then I also found myself questioning just things at work and my line of work, and uh, just exactly where I was working. So a lot of anxiety with just being able to function in my role where I was. So put some work into reaching out and seeing what I could find for a position within my organization that might suit me better right now. And after some patience and perseverance, I found a role that I think will fit me really well right now and challenge me, learn some new things. So I think it'll be a really good thing for me, and very different schedule for my family, but hopefully we'll be able to, push through on that. Um, During those dark times, I just really questioned myself a lot as far as like my transition, and, did I need to? Was it necessary, I guess, at this late in life? Because I kind of was feeling like maybe my gender, working in the neonatal ICU, I felt like my gender was, for the first time ever, presenting some challenges for me. People parents maybe not feeling as confident in my skill because of my gender. Now, I do realize that some of that was just me being down on myself and being depressed and totally not having any confidence in myself, really not liking myself at the time, I suppose. But I did notice some just feeling like I was being questioned because of my gender. And it just really made me more self-conscious and like, was it really necessary to transition? But when I look in the mirror and see the person that I am and the true confidence that I do feel, how much better I feel, how much weight off my chest I feel, and just, you know, my overall being, of course it was necessary. I do love who I am, but I think it's just really hard in those troubling times to kind of just question everything. And I just did. I questioned things about myself, but I absolutely have no regrets. And it's just easy to see how when you're really not feeling good about yourself, how many questions it can give you about anything. Self-doubt. But thankfully I was able to rise up and grab a hold of myself and get myself back on the right track and get to feeling better and eating better and sleeping when I can. But it was definitely a tough time to go through, and the whole experience has changed me. And I think that was one thing that I had to learn, is that I'm just probably not the same person. It doesn't mean I can't be as awesome or fabulous as I have been, but some things are just going to be different about me, and that's okay because I can use it not as a negative thing, but as a really positive thing to help lift me up and you know, carry me through. So I'm really happy that I was able to really work through that stuff, because I had just really struggling with thinking about ever doing foster care. Just really had these like hardcore walls up for myself to protect myself and protect my family. I really wanted to protect my family because I didn't want our family to have to go through anything like that again. The loss, you know, was just unmeasurable. But we have opened our home again for foster care, and it feels really good. I'm happy. We're in a good place, and, you know, my wife and I are just really trying to take care of ourselves, and that feels really good. So I do like where I'm at here, 5.5 years on and off. Testosterone, as I've gone through my ebbs and flows, it is just really hard to inject myself with a needle every week or every 2 weeks. It just gets daunting, and it hurts sometimes. So I don't like that aspect of it, but I do feel confidence in myself and where I am, and it's really fun to see myself grow and evolve as a man and a trans man, because just things like facial hair this time when I shaved my face, kind of my once a year thing I do, I really liked the person that I saw in the mirror, and this is the first time that I've ever looked in the mirror and really been like, hey, I like that person. It's kind of like, ugh, grow that face hair back and kind of cover up that person because I don't like that person in the mirror. But I really didn't mind, and decided that I would just, you know, play and just be me and have fun with my face. And it's neat because I don't feel like I need to have like this on to like define me as a man, which is really interesting because that's just like a new stage for me. So it's fun to go through all these stages and just see where the journeys take me, and I enjoy it. Seems like I'm being beckoned. So thanks for watching and checking in.